I have never had a podcast, and we kind of just winging it like we normally do. So let me tell you a little bit more about the show. But before we do, I want to tell you we are at this beautiful hotel today called the Taj Hotel in Cape Town. And if you're watching from another part of the world, welcome. Please stay because we have such magical things we're going to share with you today. It's going to be so marvelous. You're going to actually jump out of your skin. It's so exciting.
You are
My
so
friend
excited. You're
Tachina, a
making me
beautiful
excited.
goddess that I know, and she is going to share some magical secrets and tips about herself and her business. And if you stick around, you can also maybe learn something, or just sit and listen to us chatting. See, I've known her my whole life. She's probably one of the people that I've known the longest. So she's been in my life for how old are you?
43.
Now I have to do math. 48. I'm 48, so it's 5
43
years.
years.
43 years you've been in my life. You literally are part of the furniture, part of the blood, and we are just like so connected. And I am actually in the closet of the room because we
So
had
there
to
we
figure out
have.
how to set up the sound. And so she's going to show you where we're at. We're doing this interview in the most beautiful hotel, and I've had so much fun. And look at that. It's so gorgeous. This bed. We wanted to sit on that bed and do the interview there, but obviously, we couldn't. A closet. I can't show you anything. Okay, wait. I can do that. I'm in the closet. I always wanted to have a podcast. So this is just like a spontaneous new launch of a podcast called um, Slay Beyond, because I believe in slaying. Okay, so what is this podcast about? It's where we meet magical beings who turn the ordinary into the extraordinary. This is for the ones who hustle magic and who take the everyday grind and alchemize it into gold. People who don't just dream, but they fucking do. They do. They're not fucking sitting dreaming, but they live out loud, okay? And unfiltered and in full soul frequency. Yeah, it's beautiful here, Sammy. Okay, so I may respond late to comments, but please keep on commenting and ask us questions. We love having you part of the furniture. You are part of the hotel's furniture, the big bed, the big bath, everything. You can all go and lie in the bath if you want. You can have some of the macaroons that's lying next to the chairs. There's a macaroon there that I'm now craving. You might have to bring me the macaroon later. You must bring me the macaroon later. Okay.
Okay.
Spool and a hustling magic out of nothing, out of chaos, out of the mess, out of the shit. Okay? And first off, today, my very first guest. Guest is her name is Kuji, and I'm joined by she's joining us, and her energy is pure fire and freedom. Okay, wait. Her presence alone reminds me to live unapologetically, to show up raw and real, and to turn my truth into magic. And this is what her presence reminds me of. So I want to share that with the world, and I know that there's lots of people that she has the same effect on. And being around her is permission to be bold, wildly yourself, and gloriously unfiltered. So, welcome, Kuji.
Uh, Thank you for that beautiful introduction, Leela. You are really good at that.
Oh, thank you. It's just now part of my script.
I'm
I
going to
am
bring
now
you
an interviewer.
in as my introductory from now on.
I could be the MC, I guess.
Yes, yes.
When we apply for SIFA, we are going to do some great business together in the future. We have such weird, wild imaginations, the two of us together. It's going to be crazy. We're going to do some amazing workshops and stuff together. We just spoke about it in the hotel lobby. Okay, anyway, I'm going to start questioning. I'm not going to ask first, what do you do? Because I hate it if someone's like, my introduction. Oh, and then I listen to these interviews and like people start introducing, and my brain just switches off like when I'm watching a sport game and I don't hear a word anybody says. It's like, oh God, who cares what the fuck and who you are? We will get to that, but we're going to do it. We're going to weave it into the interview so that it's a little bit more flowing and organic. The first thing that I want to ask you is, because I know that you're a magical being, like you're one of the most magical creatures I know. If we went to Hogwarts, the school, I'm sure I'm sure we actually already live there in Astral, like you're creating all kinds of mischievous stuff. The kind of mischievous stuff that me and this person has done together, we cannot say. We do not share. It stays where it happened. But anyway, okay. So first question I have for you, because we are talking about magical beings and you're a magical being, is what does magic mean to you, and how do you live it?
Hmm. Okay, so I guess for me, I've always believed in magic. Even since I was a little girl, I was like, it cannot be, this world cannot be what we have been introduced to. Things cannot work this way. It does not make sense to me. And so I eventually figured out that life is this wonderful mirror, right? So, and that is where the true magic lies. If you are not experiencing the life that you want to experience, and you are seeing what is being mirrored back to you, you have this amazing superpower to go inward and then figure out what you need to change and what you need to let go of. So you can change your internal script so that your external script will reflect that back to you. And is there a magical superpower more potent than that? Like, you literally have the power to make your external world what you desire. And the quicker you can let go of all of the things that don't serve you, the quicker you can focus on the things that do serve you. And that shows up in your life, which is truly magical.
Wow,
In a nutshell.
that is awesome. That's awesome. You deserve a good spanking. Look what I found in the cupboard. I found a spanking thing for the kinky people in the hotel. And I thought it's one of those things that you take and you take your butt and you if you oh shit. Okay, so apparently it's not a spanking beater for the kinky ones. It is something to help you put your shoe on for very rich people. So me, a hustler, don't know about these things because I always just grind my shoes on myself. And yeah, I may steal this thing. It's
from the
awesome.
Taj.
Okay, no, I won't. Okay, thank you so much for sharing that, Kuji. I really love how your viewpoints and the way that you motivate yourself to exist in this this 3D reality that we are in, and I've always admired that about you. So, I'm going to ask you the next question. Can you share a moment when you knew you were here to walk a different path? Was there a moment you realized you couldn't live an ordinary life? Just like something that happened that you're like, no, this is not. Like you did touch on it just now, but I think was there a moment?
I don't think there was a very specific moment. I have always fought going with the grain. I actually do remember one pivotal moment where my mother asked me, why can't you just be normal? And I was like, it would be fucking wonderful if I didn't have to figure all this shit out. I literally, my soul was fighting the system way before my mind actually caught up with what is going on around on around me. So I've always been the weird one. I've always been the one who's questioned authority. I've always been the one who's questioned like religion and where it comes from and why should we just listen. So for me, I I feel like I felt it in my bones before my mind actually knew. And it's been my whole life. So there's not one pivotal moment.
Okay, so I think your mother was a pivotal moment.
Well, yeah, my mother was definitely. My
And
mother has been an extraordinary catalyst for the life that I'm living, and I'm so grateful to all the
bless
experiences
her.
that I've had with her. You know, at the time, I might not have really understood deeply, but yeah, my life, the way I live my life, is mostly because of her misunderstanding of who I am.
Mm. Yeah, so let's take a moment to just honor our ancestors. She's not with us
Mhm.
anymore. She's passed on. And so today I don't know if we should tell them that we are cousins. Oops, I did.
Can you
So my
tell?
granny, it just came out. Yeah, okay. So you all know this the space is not just for the 3D, so you know that I believe in ancestors and the non-physical world. And this morning my granny was around us and she was like wanting to share the moment with us, and she's also passed on. So we have ancestors here today with us, and I just want to acknowledge them and also my aunt. Aunt Carol is her name. And yeah, she definitely influenced both of us to have a more fun, magical life because her energy was like that. And I can see it in my own life too, now that you're reflecting on, now that that energy is here. Like, she was the first person that I knew that didn't want to play by the rules.
Mm.
And she was my aunt, she was a role model. She was literally just like, I'm just going to do my own thing. And she was always fun. And yeah, so she was always just she had her own vibe. And I
Mm.
just want to acknowledge that. Yeah, it's wonderful to know that she's with us. So the next question is, I want to talk a little bit about your business venture. You recently launched an exciting business, okay? And it's called Zero Fucks Given. Not Zero Fox or Zero Farks or Bucket or whatever. It's literally zero fucks given. And I love the vibe of that because that's literally how I sum you up. You never really give a fuck about anything, but you do give a fuck a lot, but it's just like not about stuff that's not important, you know? So tell us, what is the essence of zero fucks given? If you could put that into like a paragraph or so.
Okay, so I grew up watching a woman that I deeply, deeply loved constantly be at war with herself. And I actually inherited that very same war. And then I had a look around me and I saw all of these women on the same war path. And I thought there's got to be something more to this. You know, we literally pluck, shave, inject, push, pull, carry on with this war with ourselves, thinking that I call it this not enoughness disease that we fucking all suffer from, because you're basically told that you're broken from the minute you are born, like there's something wrong with you and you need to be fixed, right? So what if you could stop the war and start enjoying life as you are right now, this very minute, not some future, distant, perfect version of who you are. I had my own children, and that really gave me like, it was like a point for me where I realized I'm not going to fucking miss out. And how many people spend their entire lives, like you save from January to November to go on a holiday, and then you go on this holiday and then you're like, oh no, 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 I can't go swim, I can't be in a costume because what about my stretch marks, and what about my cellulite, and oh, what will people think? And you miss out. You keep on missing out, and you keep on missing out, and you keep on missing out. So I decided not to live life that way and to stop the war. and to start turning into pleasure rather than away from pleasure. So, Zero Fucks Given was born out of an ethos where I basically teach women how to give zero fucks about the things that dim their shine and all of their fucks to the thing that bring deep, pleasurable experiences to their lives. In a nutshell.
In the closet. Okay, back to the closet. And you know what I love about that is that you truly live that essence. It's just, I really have never been around anybody else than you that can actually manifest and embody this business better than you can. We all know that, Sammy. Sammy, you're very quiet. We like to hear from you. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. And I see meditation said, yeah, love Zero Fucks Given. So you're getting some love around the
Oh,
name. It's
thank
a new
you.
venture. So let's just bless her business venture. And I know that it's going to be great because that's where you belong. That's your soul journey to teach and help people to live more in the truth, unfiltered and apologetically. So I see that for you in your future as the oracle.
Thank you.
This is just a beautiful path forward. Yay, I'm so blessed to have you in my life. Fuck, man. And truly,
Thank you.
it really is like this. I've had great adventures with this female. It's like going into the rabbit hole. We should not share about the clone, no. We never share the clone stories. That day that we lost the donuts because we got. We should go and find some. The car cones that's on the side of the road, or that one of the road cones. Curious guy, hey, beautiful lady. So
Hi,
I
curious
just want to
guy.
say hello to everybody watching. We are so excited. This is the first time I'm doing a podcast, and you're all actually involved in it. So please comment and throw us some good vibes. And you're welcome to put hashtag slay if you want, if you feel like something works for you, because that is the name of my new podcast, Slay Beyond
Lay
the
behind.
world, beyond the hustle, beyond the grind, because we're all in the sludge together. And today I have this magical being with me. I've got a wonderful kinky thing to beat people with who's naughty. And we'll put you in the naughty corner. I'm going to spank you today. I did bring my tuning fork because why not? I'm just getting some angel vibes here. And I must say, the sound acoustics in this closet is perfect for recording tuning forks. So I'm playing the very high frequency 4096 hertz, and you're all getting tuned now, whether you wanted it or not. But your astral bodies are going hee-hoo. Also, you do these amazing adventure travel, but I'm gonna have to invite you back to talk about that because we want to talk about astral tours and then bring that in together so we can have another talk about the tours. So the next question I want to talk about is first off, I just want to know if our Samster is here because she's so quiet. I need her to talk to us, or she's gonna get the biggest spanking of all. I'm gonna come to your home, Sammy. We're gonna find you. And Tom, I also saw you said thank you for saying that people should subscribe and to my channel. Also, please do subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. I'm so close.
How far are you? How far are you?
I
Let's
need
get this done.
600 more subscribers. I'm 600 people away.
So close.
It's
So
so
close.
close. So we need to get people to come and find this beautiful channel that we have because we are definitely going to rock this world. We're going to really slay the world. And next, I want to talk about minions.
Mm.
And Sammy knows a lot about minions too. I don't know how to talk about a minion. I'm not a minion, but I do want to. Oh, let me just find the question. Uh, okay, so Kujilapa, I've always admired how you delegate and work with a team, okay, with your team. You really run your own little magic squad, okay? So we always joke about your minions, okay? But hey, every queen needs her crew to help hustle the magic. And that's truth, hey? So spill, I need some. You know that I'm terrible with delegating. That's probably been the downfall of my businesses whenever, because I never really plot in this 3D. So I'm kind of all over the universe and it's so hard for me to delegate. But you are so brilliant at it. So I want you to spill the beans. What's the secret behind that? And what's the secret behind your minions? Are they secretly plotting world domination? Sami,
Yes, the secret's out.
or
We
they
are.
secretly planning that? So, tell us a little bit more about how you delegate so well with your squad. It's something that maybe other people will also like to hear about. She really is brilliant at it. Oh, Sammy, subscribe. Thank you. Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Look, I always joke and say if I was inclined to start a cult, then I would very easily get it right. But instead of drinking the Kool Aid, we'd be walking around barefoot, sipping cow and talking about orgasms. So I think.
True. A sex cult, in other words.
Yes, yes,
You
yes.
would be a great sex cult leader. I really feel like that's also something maybe you should try. Maybe
Yeah,
you
but
have already.
seriously, I think the magic lies in when you are really, really passionate about very specific topics and things. It can be so infectious. And when you share this and people have their own aha moments and they're like, fuck yes, that makes total sense. Let's go for it. They kind of have these aha moments and then they want to share it automatically with the rest of humanity. So it's an infection. I slowly but surely infect you with like, the cosmic orgasm that is the universe, and you can't help but to become part of the family. And in a world where our families are so disconnected and our communities are so disconnected, to have a place where you can come home where there is absolutely zero fucking judgment about who you are or how you show up in this universe is magic in itself. So that energy is infection, and that infection is an infection worth spreading. People come home to themselves in partnership with the message that we are spreading, if that makes sense.
I really wanted to make sense to me. Because I don't get it. But I hear what you're saying. No, I'm not saying what you're saying doesn't make sense. It's just, I think for some reason, I can't do that. It's like literally, what I hear you say is that it's like making people part of your family, and they then also want to share the message because they kind of resonate with that. And you do that. You really do that. You really just so generously make people part of your world. But that's the essence that you just inject into that relationship you have with them. And then they want to do this. They want to be part of it. So that's such a beautiful gem. Thank you for sharing that. For anybody who is running a business, it's to make people part of the family and infuse them with your magic so that they also want to be part of it and share their own magic to the world. And
I
Sammy,
also
who is, yeah,
I also think, if you come from a place where you have known nothing but being at war with yourself because you grew up with that, and you feel completely disconnected, and you walk into a place where the vibe is like, let's rock this world. Let's see how much glorified, crazy, unhinged fun we can have on a daily basis whilst helping magical infinite beings to remember who they are. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. You do not fucking need fixing. I love that for your pussy. Um, then it's a vibe, right? So people are like, oh, I've got permission. I have permission for the first time to just be. And it feels so good when you can be in allowance of that people can't help but want to spread that word. So yeah, if I was a cult leader, I would be successful cult leader.
Yeah, and it's also to claim that you claim whatever that looks like, because that leadership role, sometimes you have to make difficult decisions, and it sometimes doesn't feel like people, it's like you have to decide something for the whole instead of thinking of one person, and then that one person may feel, oh, this is not good for me, but in the whole. So it's also having a more like a whole holistic viewpoint and seeing the overview of things instead of just thinking about one thing at a time or one person at a time. And that's really fabulous about you. I really love it. And I see that Sammy says she really is amazing at it. I'm infected. Of course you are infected. I think you're the number one cult
Thank you,
leader and cult
Sammy.
follower. And you're having fun doing it. Sammy actually works for Kuji, and she's here supporting us out of her own free will. And I'm sure she's laughing and cheering us on like crazy on the other side. She's literally probably like jumping up and down herself, shaking her tits, going like, "Oh, that's my girl! That's my girl!" We see you. So okay, I feel like that's been a beautiful yeah, okay, let me just move on to the next question. Let's have a few fun questions that I have for you. If I can just find it. I did make notes because I needed to make notes with my ADHD. Okay? So remember to subscribe if you like this channel. And also, if you want to buy a super chat or a super sticker to support it on 3D level, you're also welcome to do that. Or buy us a virtual coffee. If we had virtual macaroons, we would have put... Oh, shit. I should change it to virtual macaroons.
Yes.
Virtual coffee. I'm going to change my coffee to virtual macaroons. Right? So that it suits me better.
Yes, I think
Macaroons.
so. But I mean, you are quite passionate about coffee.
Can you please bring me the macaroon right now so that I actually show them? Yep. And if you want to buy a virtual coffee to go with the macaroon, please go to my YouTube biography. I was supposed to put it in the in the comments, the links to coffee. Oh, look! Hello, how magical! Just talk about the macaroon and it shows up. Oh my gosh! Look at this. Look at this little Taj Hotel and the macaroon. Guys. Okay, I'm gonna tell you if it's a good macaroon or not. Mmm. Mmm. Mm.
Is the Taj holding up in the macaroon department?
Mm. Tom, do you want a bite? It's orgasmic. Ah. Yum yum. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Just a little bit, but the other way around.
It's very sweet. I think they can turn the notch up. I've tasted better ones. So if the Taj, I don't know if they have time to watch us. I mean, they're running a hotel. If you ever come across it, you can go up 2%.
I like that 2%.
It doesn't really have a specific flavor. It's almost just like a sugar bite.
Hmm.
So I was faking the orgasm.
Oh, no, no, no. We'll have none of that.
No, I was just teasing Tom because Tom says I always make him hungry. Okay. What else do we do now? We are almost going towards the end of this interview, but I want to ask a few fun questions to Kuzi. Kuzi.
Scusi?
That's sugar.
Scusi.
Kuzi, but I got some sugar in my brain now, man. I can't fucking think. What the hell? That's not a normal macaroon, man. I'm all like sugared up. Jesus, I don't know what they put in that thing. Just don't give it to your children. Okay. Focus. If your soul was a scent or had a scent, what would it be?
I think it would be ylang ylang, sage, and the Amazon jungle after it rained. And the reason for that would be I cannot live without humidity and earth and nature. Yeah, I cannot wear shoes. I absolutely cannot wear shoes. It is one of the things that I've never been able to do. And so I'm always barefoot and connecting to the earth. And, the eroticism of ylang ylang really gets me going. It's one of my favorite scents. And yeah, the wildness of the Amazon after it rained.
I just stepped into the Amazon now with my whole body. I think our souls just went to the Amazon and we're running barefoot there now. Wildly and freely. I literally feel that. I like that vibe. Slay!
Yay!
Hashtag slay. Comment slay if you like my new podcast. Help me build it into something beautiful. You who are listening are the future of this channel because you're sticking around. You must like our wild, carefree spirit. So, loved your expression. Thank you, curious guy. I think you're talking about Kuji's expressions. The comments are sometimes delayed, so thank you for asking. Slay. Everybody needs to slay, Shami. Come on.
Slay!
Yeah, we're really gonna slay hashtag. So cool. Oh, thank you, everybody. You guys rock. Oh, there's a capital slay. I think Tom is even jiggling his balls down there up there in the north. He's from England. A treat to watch. Oh, thank you. So this is how we grew up. This is my family vibe. Except there were a lot of shameless other stuff going on that we can't share today because we need a rate of, what is the age rate of 1 million, maybe. Hi, Wednesday. Welcome to the podcast. So you knew. You just jumped in here. We're just doing a podcast, so you may be just at the end of it, but you're welcome to listen to the last few questions and rewatch it because this was a fucking fantastic Zero Fucks Given podcast. First episode ever. And I actually have one more question or two because I really want to just be a little playful, like, what's something wildly magical or mischievous you've done lately just for the fun of it? And I want you to take a moment and think about it because I know that you do this every day. You find something every day like that. But I want something that we can give to the viewers that will inspire them to also be a little bit more free and go out of the comfort zones and just do these small things that are wild things. You don't have to go to a hotel. You don't have to go to the Taj. You can do it in your own space or in your house or whatever.
Wild and mischievous. Hmm. Do energy orgasms in front of deeply religious women count?
Okay, okay, that's my girl. Wait, you need to get a good spanking. I was very naughty. A good kinky spank. Well done, sister. You orgasmed in front of a church group? Is that what you're saying? Well done. That's the spirit. That's my family. Okay, so I love that. Yay. And one final question. If you what is your alter ego when no one is watching?
That's an interesting question. Because I feel like because I present as a Gemini, do I really have an alter ego? Or is that just a part of me that comes out naturally in any way? Um, she would be barefoot, dripping in silk, eating chocolate right out of a wrapper, sensually dancing naked under the moon, howling at that very same moon like a wild woman, just all the wildness that could possibly emanate from a being without holding back all at once. That would be my alter ego. But I'm kind of like
Wow. I
moving
feel like
into
that's
that
already your
anyway.
ego.
I know. I'm
You don't have an alter ego. You literally just live it. It's okay. That question really doesn't make any sense. I just threw it in there. No, wonderful. That sounded amazing. So, if anybody has any burning questions you want to ask Kuji or me, you can do so now in the comments. I did see that Wednesday said, "Do you have kids or animals?"
Yes, I've got twin boys and I have got 3 dogs and 1 cat and a bunch of monkeys because I live in wilderness. So we actually have multitudes of animals, wild animals that just live with us, which is amazing. What is it?
Okay. So we're going to ask ourselves. So a curious guy asked both of us a question. So I'm going to first let you answer, and then I'm going to answer. What is the thing that one thing that you cannot resist, like your kryptonite, I guess?
Hmm. One thing that I cannot resist is a luxurious jungle beach holiday. When an ad for that comes up, I'm like, oh, sign me up 3 times. I'm actually a pleasure and sensuality coach. So I love anything that's got to do with turning into pleasure instead of turning away from pleasure. And we've been programmed to turn away from pleasure. Most women that I start working with can't even enjoy a cup of coffee in the sunlight in the morning. Never mind trying to learn how to orgasm with her eyeballs and her eardrums. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think pleasure is a birthright that we have. And any experience that can activate pleasure for you, I cannot resist. How about
I
you?
feel like I want to copy yours, but I have a very specific kryptonite, and I don't know if I can say it here because it's not PG.
I'm sure you can. Come.
Okay, my biggest kryptonite is when I have a lover and he's a man, and I connect to him on a soul level as well as a physical level, and he has the perfect cock for my body, but it has to be soul level then that is such a big kryptonite for me. I cannot handle it. I cannot withstand it. It's a bad thing for me in a way because I get really addicted to that person. But highly, highly addicted. A huge kryptonite is the perfect cup for my pussy. But it must be a
Mm.
perfect one with a soul divine masculine man whom I have, it's an old soul that I've met already in past lives. We know each other on such deep levels. I melt when I just meet this person because I know him. I know him. He knows me. We don't need to fucking pretend. So I guess what I'm trying to get at and what really is the kryptonite is that knowing you can be yourself unapologetically with that person and they just have the physical bits to do it, and I guess add on and add lib. But yeah, I really love and passion in life. So that's
Mm.
one of my kryptonites. And I also have chocolate
Mm.
as a kryptonite, which I struggle to resist. I have a lot of kryptonites actually. Like I feel like I'm the kryptonite queen of this universe. Like literally, I can now see a whole string of it. And everything she said, like pleasure is such a kryptonite. And just hugs, like hugging cats, dogs, people,
Mm.
touching them, just being close. Like I'm really a sucker for hugs and touch and waterfalls and hot
Mm.
tubs. I mean fucking hot tubs. Literally with mountain views, trees, streams. It's not good to ask just one thing. I'm sorry, Mr. Curious Guy.
So, see,
Okay,
these are
he's
follow-up
asking us,
questions.
what is one thing that turned you on that you were surprised about? Oh wow, we're going there. Okay.
Okay, so I did a course called Sexual Awakening for Women, and in this course I got to learn that the universe is a constant cosmic orgasm, and we get to tap into that orgasm. So it's not something that we need to go and cultivate. It is something that continuously happens. And so even if you lie on a rock or you sit next to a tree, you can become still and tap into the cosmic orgasm, and it can be such a turn on for you. And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean I can orgasm with a rock or a tree or a waterfall or yeah. So
Slay,
it's
slay.
also
Cosmic
my
orgasm.
partner and I was in Cape Town and he was in Joburg, and accidentally the universe kind of unfolded and showed us that we can make love energetically without being in the same city town room, without taking our clothes off. And that to me was the wildest experience. I'm talking like 10 years ago now, probably. And I couldn't understand what the hell was happening to my body. Yeah, and then Leela over here was the first
Oh, I
person
was
to
there.
actually tell me about the way that you can turn into your erotic energy from a distance. And I didn't know what it meant when she said that. And then the universe was like, okay, well, let's show you. So that was very surprising. Like, you don't need to touch a person or be on in the same country even to enjoy each other's energy sexually, I guess. Very surprising.
I am running to tune us all into this orgasmic cosmic energy because this is the Om tuning fork. The Om is the sound of the source of God, if it was one. Well, that's what they say. So the frequency of Om is tuning everybody into the orgasmic energy. And we're not going to take any more questions because we want to go into the Jacuzzi now. We are
Jacuzzi.
heading to jacuzzi. We may send you some content after on the reel. So thank you everybody for asking questions. We're now going to start closing this beautiful, beautiful. I see Sami has asked a question. Let's just see maybe one more. One desire in your life. Okay, I'm going to answer that one. And then we're going to close because we're running out of time and we too want to go and enjoy our lives. This is why we're here in the end. One thing that I desire in my life right now is to do more of this. Beautiful adventures with people and to have people in my life that enjoy watching and listening and learning. So I'm on a real journey to explore all kinds of ways to express myself so that I can reach the world and inspire the world with magic and show the world that we can go beyond the sludge and the hustle and the grind if we start hustling magically. And really is truly one of my biggest things because I hate fucking struggling and I'm struggling a lot and I don't want to. And then I turn things into magic and then I struggle again and I'm like, no, I thought I already changed this. And then I throw my tantrums on lives and I scream and I yell at the ocean and I do weird things and I steal cones and run around with them crazily, do weird things. But anyway, so that's it. Thanks for asking. So if you all can just drop in the comments one more time a slay just to make me happy because this was the first time we did the Slay Beyond podcast. And thank you for everybody that has been around. I'll definitely make some content about the jacuzzi and you can all look at that in the shorts later. But I want to thank Kuji so much for being part of this wild and messy and magical journey with all of us. And it's not about perfection, it's about showing up, being real, and living beyond the ordinary. So until next time, guys, keep slaying. And I want to see the comments again. Where's one more slay? And live beyond your wildest dreams, guys. And remember, I'm going to leave this live up. Go and comment there. If you do have questions, maybe we will come and answer them later. We don't know. But anyway, this it was just really an honor to be here today with all of you. That came especially to watch. I'm gonna get emotional again because that's just me. I love having people around when we touch each other and we can inspire each other. And it's so beautiful to see the slay in the comments because I know that today has inspired you to go. And if you do something magical and you feel like it deserves a slay, then come and share it in the comments later and we'll all come and slay. We will encourage you. Anyway, all the love from the Taj.
Bye.
Bye.